At Pan M360, I'm Alain Brunet, and I am with Rebecca Gray. Rebecca is a composer. She's also singing. She's a soprano. She also plays the violin, and also she likes a lot to superimpose codes of music with electronics and also instrumental recordings. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, so happy to talk to you.
That's cool because there's a big program built around your universe, your musical world on September 22nd at Sala Rossa. So it's going to happen on Monday night, 7:30. And the title of the program is Lagrime Mie, or Dialogue Around Lagrime Mie, which is the title of compositions of the Baroque composer Barbara Strozzi.
Well, as you mentioned, I'm both a soprano, a performer, and a composer, and I'm very excited about creating work for the solo voice, kind of me and nothing else, and really having that opportunity to be so intimate with the audience. So I wanted to build a program that could really showcase the different possibilities for the singing voice. So there are pieces on the program that are written by kind of great masters of the 20th century, Luciano, Berio, and Cathy Berberian. And their music, I would say, very off the wall. They're interested in deconstruction. There's gibberish. There's very unusual vocal effects. It might be a little bit scary. It might be funny. It's all over the place. So I wanted to share with the audience that side of contemporary writing, and also share with the audience a more lyrical side, more operatic, maybe more stylistically related to Barbara Strozzi, as you mentioned. So I'm presenting two of my own compositions, which I'd say live in a much more operatic, lyrical space. But this concept of dialogue, as you mentioned, it's very interesting to me, because I'm very interested in how can I create dialogue as just one person, maybe embodying different characters, having that dialogue with the audience.
Excellent. So there are many pieces included in this program. Let's talk about the individual compositions. So the Luciano Berio, which is a very contemporary piece. Luciano Berio is one of the masters of the Italian contemporary music of the 20th century. You're also mixing that with, as you said, with more melodic approaches. So let's be specific from point A to Z.
Mm-hmm. So the first piece is called WTFJane Eyre, and I wrote it a few years ago. And the point of inspiration for me was the experience of being an actress, and the kind of dialogue I have with myself as I'm interpreting different roles. And I'm a feminist, so sometimes in opera roles I'm having a bit of a dialogue with the character, being like, why is she saying this? Why is this happening? So
yeah, it's a sort of self-reflexive approach.
Yes, and I, as just as a reader and a consumer of media, I am very I have that relationship with the characters. It feels very real to me. So one of a treasured book for me is Jane Eyre, but with Jane Eyre, I'm having that talk with Jane in my mind, like, girl, why is this happening? So the piece Jane Eyre, it's a very simple back and forth between her famous line at the end, reader, I married him, and kind of my thoughts as the interpreter about that marriage.
Now, if we look about the Sequenza Tre from Luciano Berio, so why did you choose this piece, and how does it fit in the rest of the program?
Well, I chose the piece because I love sharing it with people. It's a piece that I think has a reputation for being maybe too contemporary or difficult, but I find that for people, when it's their first introduction to experimental music, it's a really fun experience for them. And it really, as an actress, I get to show everything. Berio's score is very specific. He writes emotions that are changing basically with each note. There's percussive effects I have to do with my mouth and my body. And it's just such a rich piece to share, and very it's very open for interpretation about what it's about. So I like that every time I perform it, people maybe get something different, or maybe they have a different idea than even what I intended. And that's really fun for me, that there's no right or wrong with this piece.
Excellent. And now we're going to the third piece, the Sarah Pitman and You for solo voice.
Mm-hmm. This is going to be a world premiere, brand new. I was just working on it with her yesterday, putting the finishing touches. So the title is Deer Opera, and it is a dialogue between a deer and a driver that is maybe about to hit the deer. So it is using different musical styles to convey the two different characters. And I love, something that comes back in my work a lot is animals. I really love kind of giving operatic voice to animals or objects, or maybe people who we don't expect to see on the opera stage. So it's really fun, and working with her, it's very flexible. As I said, we were making changes yesterday. So it's a unique collaborative experience we've had together.
Let's talk about Sarah Pitman.
Oh, sure. She's a very talented playwright. She just graduated from the National Theatre School. And I was just fortunate to see some of her work and become friends with her, and invite her to do this collaboration with me. She'd never done anything operatic or vocal of any kind before. So it was a real joy for me to kind of introduce her to some of the operatic repertoire, and learning experience for both of us, working on like, how do you build a really good text that works well sung.
And we're reaching now the main meal of the night. Lagrime. Well, this piece is an inspiration for Lily Coslow, Jules Bastin-Fontaine, Tom Lachance, and Audrey-Anne Filion.
Well, I'm not involved in the Lagrime portion of the evening, but I'm of course like absolutely excited to see what the other composers and performers have done with that point of inspiration. I don't know all of them super well, so I think that what's very unique about this program is it gives this opportunity to show many different styles and groupings. Like, my pieces are all for solo voice, but the other pieces on the program have very different instruments. And I love that we can be in dialogue with each other, even without having necessarily worked together in the same room.
I see. It's a sort of, well, it's a mix. You're not involved in the choice of the whole program, if I understand. Mm-hmm. It's Code d'Accès production. So then you're involved in that and you're featured. That's it.
Yes.
This is what I understand.
It's like I'm a set.
Globally, Rebecca, you're always or mainly working on the solo voice, but with the new tools, the old tools and the new tools. Mm-hmm. You're not shy of contemporary music. You're not shy with electronics. So you use that as a composer of 2025. That's it.
I love using all the tools available to me. I will say that I'm personally not gifted with computers, so I'm not very good at designing electronics, but I love to collaborate with people who are, and to access that as a performer is so exciting. And I compose chamber operas and choral music, and with my pieces, there's usually some unusual object or something making sound in a way you wouldn't expect. And it's thrilling for me to maybe bring a new object or a new sound that people haven't heard before, and help them think about music in a new way.
Excellent. So it sounds very good. We're looking forward or hearing forward uh, for this Monday night special. So it's going to be quite an event for you. It's one of your main events in Montreal.
Actually, I'm originally from Ottawa, and I lived in Toronto for about 8 years. And yeah, now I'm trying to make my roots in Quebec. I love Montreal. And yes, this is particularly special for me to be able to present this program with these pieces so close to my heart to the Montreal public, because I love living here. I want to stay here, and being part of the arts community has really, changed my life for the better.
Okay, cool. So we're looking forward for this. It sounds very good. Thank you for the explanations. We know you better before hearing those new pieces and those new experiments from you.
Yeah, I'm so excited to share it with the public. And I know there's this transit strike that might make it tricky for some people to get there, but we'd love to have our audience there tomorrow.
Very well, Sala Rossa. It's very easy to attend. Thank you very much, Rebecca. Have a great concert. We'll be there.
Okay, thank you.